Alright, hey there, Prox Gaming Crew, and this is Proxify here, and we are back for some more of the Final Fantasy X Let's Play. If you did miss out during the last one, well, we just went and entered on into our way of Mt Gagazet and battled out with some new enemies, and not only that, but we did go and capture out with those set enemies as well, too, to go and put within the Fiend Arena. Now, if you guys haven't really went and done anything throughout within the Comlands, or if you want to know about what else they can go and do within those areas, I do have episodes throughout there that you guys can go and recheck back on with, because I know that we don't really need to go and head back to the Comlands anytime soon for right now. We've already went and got the Aeon that we do need. We already went and built up with all the different fiends that we've been searching around within the Comlands to get all these other different special awards. That same goes for with the Sunken Cavern as well too, so just make sure that you do go and try to pick up with those fiends as well, so that you can go and bring them over to that said place where that guy is again, and you can get the rewards from there, because he does give you some nice good silver hourglasses, and also as well too with the 3 stars, which don't really know all that too much about what we're going to be doing with anything customization within that, but we'll worry about that for right now. Now within this episode for today, we are going to have to go and worry about battling out with Seymour Flux. That is going to be a somewhat of a crazy type of Seymour battle that we're going to have to go and worry about, but there is an easy type of way that we can go and deal within this guy. I know that you can go and do your regular battle if you want to do with him, but I wouldn't really go out of my way all that too much if you haven't really been doing too much exact amount of training, because then you could just go and just set up on the Aeons and you could just go like absolutely crazy on this guy without even having to like go out of your way to be worried about seeing him go out for any type of zombie attack, which he will be doing that quite a bit. He will be casting a lot of zombie inflictions onto most of your characters, and then you have to go and use the holy water, which that is the reason why that we have holy water within our inventory, is because we don't want to get ourselves attacked by a type of zombie status. Now he does have a move that's known as like cross cleave, which I believe it hits everybody and will also cause the actual zombie infliction as well. But what really sucks is that even if you try to heal yourself up as a zombie, it will actually knock you out, and that is not really all that too good. We've already seen that happen before with Everay battle, right? That was all the way back in Via Perifico. That was how we were able to go and just literally just throw on a Phoenix down and absolutely destroy out with Everay and get the overkill that we do need. Well, for what we're going to have to do here with that Seymour fight is, instead of with us having to even worry about with the zombie attacks at all, we're just going to go full out Aeon mode and just absolutely wreck house on Seymour and just never ever have to really worry about him ever again. Not for a little bit of some time though, but... Didn't anyone tell you? Yep. We were a part of the Xanarkin Aves all the way back since the very beginning of the game here. And it's pretty crazy to go and see that we're going to be coming back to Xanarkin and see what happened after the events that went and took place. So I wonder if it's still going to be the same type of area that we went and seen from before, or it could be just all completely in ruins at this point. I know that Sin went and came out of nowhere and just destroyed all of that stuff. So it's going to be something new for me to go and experience out with, and also as well too, you guys can also go and leave any type of tips or tricks or anything of what goes on here throughout this game, and you guys can go and help me out as well, and I'll try to do anything what you guys are going to let me go and do, well, for what's going to go on here.
Ascending so soon? Allow me to say something to the...
Oh, and also as well too, speaking about with Kamari here, since we already went and heard a little bit about what Seymour was just talking about, he had to make his way all the way up here into Mt Gagazet, but it seems like the Ronstons didn't want him to go up here anyways, and he started knocking them all out. Well, however, Kamari is the last of them, and we're able to actually go and do a little bit of a talking thing with them to at least go and boost up our strength a little bit more with having Kamari here. So, just like how we did before with the other Seymour battles, there's a lot of different talking points that you can go and do and boost up a lot of other different stats increase. So I believe you can only do one for right now within this third Seymour battle, and that of course is going to have to be with that Kamari there.
Spira is a land of suffering and sorrow caught in a spiral of death. To destroy, to heal Spira.
So that's what his whole goal, I guess, is going to be all about, right? Is for him to go and become Sin.
Come with me, Yuna.
Oh no, we're not going to bring Yuna over to Seymour again. We've already seen that happen before, and we had to go and try to rescue her, and then that's what kind of led us into getting punished all the way into Via Perifico to begin with there. And here comes out with the other part of his body here, so that we have to go and take on with this actual said boss. Now, what you actually have to go and do at the very beginning of this said fight is just make sure that you go and set up with Haste Dog at the very beginning, just so that you can at least go a little bit faster. So we're just going to go and throw up with Haste Dog in there. So there we go. Get everybody up onto that. Now, what's going to happen now is that we're going to have to go and use Yuna's special new type of abilities. Yes, if you guys don't know, I actually do have the used and the steel already set up to Yuna at this point in time. So we're going to go and throw down with the Silas Grenade there. Just make sure that this guy does not set up for any type of other crazy attacks that are going to happen later. Now, Seymour does actually have Reflect, so you can't really go and do the provoking as what we originally did from before. So we're going to have to do another whole other type of new strategy anyways. Because he also does have Reflect for himself. Now, if you do actually destroy out his Reflect, he does actually have a really crazy type of attack, which I believe he can actually re-injure himself. So, if you're lucky enough, you can actually do quite a bit of damage to there. Now, however, what's going to happen here is that with me using my Aeons, this guy's actually going to go and start banishing all of them. And I don't really care if he actually starts banishing all of them, because for what I want to do is just make sure that I use up all my overdrives on all my Aeons and just absolutely obliterate this guy and get the overkill that I do need. Yes, and also too, don't forget about using bio. If you don't actually have any poison fangs and you haven't really went out of your way to steal anything from like the Nebrios back in the Calmlands or anything of that type of nature from there, you could just go and just use Lulu and just get Seymour all poisoned, and that will help out with just getting a little bit of extra damage right there.
Good Kimari. The spirits of the Ronso will guide Kimari's speed.
And there we go. At least we went and boosted up with the strength right there. Now, we're just going to go and have to set up for the other one, and that's going to be with that Fritz. So yeah, I'm not going to really go and do too much editing, because like this video is already kind of short in itself already, because of just with the amount of me having to just go from all the different places and returning right back to where that Braskosphere was, and that did take me quite a bit of some time, and then also as well having to go all the way back over here to where this boss battle is going to be all the way into this time. So yeah, so this guy does have Morbid Absorption, just like how he did before in the second battle, but every time that you do attack him, his, well, every time that he tries to heal back up, it will decrease every so often. But you know what, it doesn't really matter to me, because as long as we keep on doing this 9,199 damage, I think I will be pretty happy from there. Now you can also go with Steel as well. You can go and see what he can go and do. It looks like he has like a lot of elixirs, so we can go and just Steel out with that for a little bit. So if you ever do need any more elixirs, this man does have a whole bunch of it right here. But we don't really want to be spending more time with having Seymour out in this way, because he does have some other ridiculous moves that I don't really want to be sitting around for too long for. So there we go. We'll just go set for 9,999 damage with Ixion out here. Unfortunately, he will actually have to go and
Death awaits you.
banish away with our said guy as well. Now, I know that we do have Yojimbo, but I'm not going to really use Yojimbo out here, because I'm not going to go out of my way to try to pay out money just so that I could go and do some damage to him. That's not going to happen. Even though that Yojimbo does have some pretty nice good moves as an optional Aeon, I'm not going to do it just yet. So there we go, just like that, we went and used Shiva. Did 9,909 damage, well, for all those damage right there. But even though that, now he's going to be stuck, I think, locked in 1,000, I think, from here on out. So we don't really have to worry about anything else right now. Alright, now let's go for the last one. So let's go and bring up with Waka here. We'll just get a little bit of some attacks off as well, just so that we can at least get him for the participation points that we do need. I want to make sure that everybody gets all the type of spear gritting that we do want. I know that we have to go in the reverse opposite of Kimari, so I know that we'll have to try to pick up with Demi going in our backwards direction. And unfortunately, I can't really go and do anything else too much within the ending part of Lulu's grid right there, because I know that I'm with Kimari at that point. Alright, so let's bring on with Bahamut, and make sure that you do have the overdrive stuff for Bahamut though, because that Mega Overflare is going to do a lot of a lot of damage on over to him once we go and do the last attack right here. And just like that, I'm pretty certain we got the overkill. Oh yeah, there we go. And just like that, that man is done and finished with. Thank you for that. So I wonder, does he give us any other more black spheres? I know, or black magic spheres. I know that previously before. I think we did get some from him from the last time. We'll just have to see what happens later. Alright, goodbye, Seymour.
And stay up there!
I could have probably went and switched out my weapons around with Titus if I needed to, or Titus at this point in time. Still the same name. But wow, look at that. We got like a whole bunch of level ups right there. Wow. We got some extra more key spheres for the level 4 part of it. So no black magic spheres though.
He will become sin with my help.
Oh, so this is what's gonna happen.
If he becomes sin,
so now this is where Yuna is actually gonna be going and figuring out who is Sin all this time, and
you know something,
and now we're gonna have to let us go and explain that. Unfortunately, Jack is gonna be the one that is gonna be the Sin of this time here.
Sin's my old man.
You hit your head.
Nope, no toxins out here there, Waka. Unfortunately, that's what happened.
My old man became sin.
We learned about that all the way since like our time in Luca. We got that from Orin.
I felt him inside. And when I did, I knew it was true. My old man's spirit is suffering. Sorry.
Even knowing that
well, I think what I'm going to do right now, guys, is that since we are getting ourselves closer to the end of this episode, I'll just give off my outro out here for today. So anyways, just thank you guys so much for going and checking out here with Final Fantasy X. It has been good so far. We actually went to start out with Seymour in a much faster way so that we don't have to really worry about all of his other zombie status that is going on, because that would just be way too annoying for what that battle is going to be all about. But anyways, hope you guys do go and check out Paper Mario as well too, because we are going to have to go about with Cortez very, very, very soon within our way. I think maybe in the next couple of episodes. But with all that being said in mind, I'll see you guys for the next one. And of course, peace.
I'm getting a little confused, yeah? Why'd all this have to happen?